The story of Samuel, a special boy chosen by God. A long time ago, in the land of Israel, there lived a woman named Hannah. She was very sad because she had no children. Every year, she went to the temple to pray, asking God to bless her with a child. One day, she made a special promise to God. She said, "Lord, if you give me a son, I will give him back to you to serve you all his life." God heard Hannah's prayer and blessed her with a baby boy named Samuel. She loved him dearly, but she did not forget her promise. When Samuel was old enough, Hannah took him to the temple and gave him to Eli, the priest, so he could serve God. Samuel grew up in the temple under Eli's care. He learned how to pray, read the scriptures, and help in the temple. One night, as Samuel was sleeping, he heard a voice calling, "Samuel! Samuel!" He woke up and ran to Eli, saying, "Here I am. You called me." But Eli said, "I did not call you. Go back to sleep." Samuel went back to bed, but the voice called again, "Samuel! Samuel!" He ran to Eli once more, but Eli again said he had not called him. When this happened a third time, Eli realized that it was God speaking to Samuel. Eli told Samuel, "The next time you hear the voice, say, 'Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening.'" Samuel went back to bed, and when the voice called again, he answered just as Eli had instructed. Then God spoke to Samuel and told him important things about the future of Israel. From that day on, Samuel became God's prophet, speaking his messages to the people. Samuel grew up to be a wise and faithful leader. He helped guide Israel and reminded the people to follow God's ways. He anointed the first king of Israel, Saul, and later, the great King David, who would become one of the most famous kings in history. Samuel's story teaches us that God can speak to anyone, even a child. It also reminds us to listen to God and follow His ways. Just like Samuel, we can pray and serve God with all our hearts. Moral of the story: God hears our prayers and has a special plan for each of us. We should always be ready to listen when He calls.